I want to introduce to you Lydia. She is a virtual assistant. I don't know if you know this term. I actually interviewed Lydia, by the way, in this podcast, episode 209. And when I interviewed her, I also didn't know what this was, what was a virtual assistant. But as the name says, she's there to assist you with tasks that you need some help with. Normally, again, tasks that you ideally already kind of know how to do, but you don't really like it or you just don't have the time. Some examples of the tasks she can help you with are organizational tasks, data entry, product research, brand audits, financial support, travel booking, blog post creation, newsletter creation, podcast editing, and the list just goes on and on and on. I never hired Lydia myself. Maybe I will in the future, but there are some well-known names that gave a review. And let me just take the example of Charlie, who is the founder of Ramen Club. He just says, from day one, Lydia has helped remove the stress from the day-to-day tasks. I'm able to focus on growing the business whilst Lydia works on ticking the jobs off the list. I can't recommend her enough. And there are plenty of other great recommendations for data entry, podcast editing, even finance and accounting support. One thing that Lydia asked me to mention, and I got the same vibe from our interview, is that she's really passionate about enabling indie hackers. Actually, most of her clients are indie makers, and she's one herself. So she really understands us, understands the way we think and what we want to achieve. By taking away these tasks that we do not necessarily like to do, Lydia will allow us to focus on the things that we love doing. In my case, this regained time would be really helpful for me to take a step back and see the big picture of my business, to really think about what are the most relevant next steps for me to do. Sometimes we just get caught up with all the existing tasks, being that writing content, doing marketing, building new features, that we forget to actually see the big picture and we lose the thread. We lose the North Star of our business. And taking great decisions is probably the most important factor of the success of your business. If you're thinking that maybe this can help you, the next step is really simple. You can just set up a discovery call with Lydia. It's completely free, no strings attached. You just have to say that you come from the WB podcast and you'll just get to know her and you'll talk and you'll see if there's something she can do for you to help you with your business. You just have to go to indieva.xyz and set up your discovery call. The links will be in the show notes of this episode. And this is the end of today's sponsored section. If you want to get your indie product featured in the WB podcast, the link will be in the show notes, or you can just shoot me a message with all of your questions.